is up, guys? It is Pat here. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a Jets quarterback who was a punter. In week 1 of 1999, the New York Jets faced off against the New England Patriots in a crucial divisional matchup to start off the season. But early in the second quarter, Jets quarterback Vinny Testaverde tore his Achilles after trying to recover a fumble. And just like that, his season was over, and the Jets needed to figure out a quarterback that they could put in just to finish this game. Now, Bill Parcells only dressed 2 quarterbacks, and the other quarterback was their punter, Tom Tupa. Now, Tupa had played some quarterback in college, but for now on the New York Jets roster, he was a punter, and that was his duty. But there was a rule in the NFL at this time that if the Jets wanted to put in their emergency quarterback, Rick Mirer, they had to take out Tom Tupa for the rest of the game, and he wasn't able to fulfill his punting duties. They kept Tom Tupa in, and you kind of got to see some Tupa magic. He threw a touchdown within the first minute of Vinny Testaverde being out, and maybe people thought this was the answer, the punter playing quarterback. Now, he did have some athleticism, and he was able to scramble, but it was hard for him because he was wearing his punting shoes because he was still punting. He couldn't switch his cleats or anything because if the offense didn't get the yards needed for a first down, they still had to punt it, and he would stay on the field. Now, in this game, though, he was getting beat up a lot, which is not normal for a punter. The only time they really get hurt is if it's roughing the kicker or whatever. But in this game, he was sacked 3 times, and it really started to get to him. But the stats for this game, was 6 for 10 with 165 yards and 2 TDs, but he had 3 sacks later on in the game, and that really started to get to him, and the Patriots were able to capitalize on one strip sack fumble that led to a touchdown. And now at the start of the fourth quarter, Bill Parcells decided to put in the emergency quarterback, Rick Mirer, because when the fourth quarter started, they were allowed to put in the emergency quarterback, and Tom Tupa could still punt. Now, Rick Mirer did not have a good game at all. He was 4 for 11 for 28 yards and 2 interceptions and a sack, and he pretty much is what could have costed the game for the Jets. Now, I believe they still should have kept Tom Tupa in. He had 2 long completions and a couple of touchdowns, and he played very well, but they decided to go in with Rick Mirer, and he had 2 costly interceptions, one at the end of the game, that pretty much blew the game for the Jets. Now, we're going to go to the stats real quick, and I'll give you a little backstory on the game. So, the New England Patriots scored 17 third quarter points, thanks to Rick Mirer's costly interception that led to a quick Patriots touchdown. Now, a little weird story here. At the time, the New England Patriots coach was Pete Carroll, who is now the head coach of the Seahawks, and the Jets coach was Bill Parcells. After this season, he decided to resign, considering everyone thought that the Jets were going to make a deep playoff run, and they finished 8-8 and missed the playoffs. Had they beaten the Patriots in this game, they would have made the playoffs, so maybe he would have stayed. But let me explain a little bit more. Bill Parcells resigned, and Bill Belichick became the head coach of the New York Jets. And after 1 day of being the head coach, he resigned, and at the same time as he resigned, Pete Carroll got fired. So now, the Patriots signed Bill Belichick as their head coach, and the rest is history. But if you guys like me to make this video, I certainly will. What if the Jets would have won this game, and they would have made the playoffs, and Bill Parcells didn't retire? Bill Belichick may not be the head coach of the New England Patriots. But later in this game, the Jets defense did get a quick touchdown, but Patriots drove down the field quickly, and thanks to the Rick Mirer failure, I guess you could say, they ended up losing this game, and the rest is history. However, though, Tom Tupa was not the solution for the rest of the year. Their quarterback was unrestricted free agent George Lucas, who pretty much led them to the record of 8-8, surprisingly without their veteran quarterback Vinny Testaverde. Tom Tupa remained the punter, and he only threw 2 pass attempts for the rest of his career after this game. If you guys would like to see more types of videos like this, what ifs, or strange games like this, make sure you guys drop a like and comment what you guys want to see, and turn on post notifications. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Peace. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.